Prince George, eldest son of the Prince and Princess of Wales, is on the cusp of turning 12, a milestone that heralds not only the final chapter of his childhood, but also the subtle dawn of a future king in the making. And at the heart of this moment is Catherine, Princess of Wales, who has spent months preparing for this transition with her signature blend of foresight, affection, and unwavering grace. July 22nd will mark Prince George's 12th birthday, a day anticipated with great significance, not only within the royal household, but also across a nation that has watched him grow from a swaddled newborn on the steps of the Lindo wing to a poised young royal on the brink of adolescence. The day itself, in keeping with family tradition, will be spent in the privacy of Adelaide Cottage, a modest but elegant home nestled on the Windsor estate. But while the celebration may be intimate, its emotional resonance is profound. As with past birthdays, the public can expect the release of a new official portrait of George. If history repeats itself, the image will likely be captured by Catherine herself, a passionate and skilled amateur photographer. Last year's photograph, taken in Windsor, featured George seated casually on a stone bench, smiling at his mother behind the lens. The setting was tranquil, the mood warm, and the symbolism unmistakable. A young prince rooted in love, not formality. Catherine's camera does more than capture light and shadow. It reflects a vision of monarchy shaped by tenderness, not tradition. This year's portrait is expected to continue that visual narrative, likely showing a boy teetering between childhood and the demands of destiny, supported every step of the way by his parents' loving guidance. For Catherine, Prince George's 12th birthday is more than a date on the calendar. It represents the careful culmination of months of planning, quiet reflection, and heartfelt decisions about how to balance royal duty with the emotional needs of a growing child. One of the most significant changes George will soon face is the transition from Lambrook School, where he has studied since 2022. Though he will remain at Lambrook for one more year, his birthday marks the final stretch before a pivotal educational shift. The likely next step, Eton College, the storied institution that has educated generations of Britain's elite, including his father, Prince William, and uncle, Prince Harry. Catherine has taken a hands-on approach in preparing George for this shift. She and William have reportedly toured Eton College discreetly, seeking to ensure the best fit for their son. According to insiders, the princess is deeply involved in discussing not only the academic rigor of the school, but also its pastoral care and extracurricular offerings. She wants George's next chapter to feel like an expansion of the world he already knows, not a departure from it. With this birthday, also comes the introduction of an ancient, somewhat somber royal protocol. Heirs to the throne must travel separately to preserve the line of succession. That means that once George turns 12, he and William will generally be required to fly on different aircraft, unless special permission is granted by King Charles. While the Wales family has occasionally bent this rule in the past, notably in 2014, when the late Queen gave William permission to fly with baby George to Australia and New Zealand, it's a tradition that weighs heavily with symbolic meaning. The enforced separation serves as a quiet reminder of the monarchy's fragility and the responsibilities that await. Yet Catherine is said to be approaching this protocol with sensitivity and care. She understands the emotional impact it may have on a young boy who is still learning what it means to carry the hopes of a nation. Rather than treating the rule as a cold formality, she is framing it as a rite of passage, one that, like all meaningful transitions, comes with both gravity and pride. Even as George steps closer to his royal destiny, Catherine and William remain steadfast in their efforts to give their children a grounded upbringing. Their decision to move to Adelaide Cottage in 2022, a residence described by royal expert Robert Hardman as one that offers total privacy and without lots of staff, was emblematic of that commitment. This year, the family has skipped several high-profile royal engagements to prioritize Catherine's health amid her cancer treatment and to protect the emotional well-being of their children. Their philosophy, in contrast to previous royal generations, puts family cohesion above ceremonial obligation. Gone are the days of prolonged royal tours that left heirs in the care of nannies and courtiers. you can't see this couple doing that. Instead, every decision, from school choices to holiday destinations, is guided by the principle that love, not lineage, should shape a child's early years. Prince George, who was born on July 22, 2013, will someday be the 43rd monarch since William the Conqueror. But today, he is a boy who enjoys football, loves spending time outdoors, and adores his siblings, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. And while he may already understand the weight of his future role, his parents have sought to ensure that he also feels the freedom of childhood. That balance is delicate. Reports indicate that George has already begun to receive private briefings about his future responsibilities, an age-appropriate introduction to the concepts of service, duty, and constitutional monarchy. But these lessons are being woven gently into the fabric of everyday life, rather than delivered as lectures from a podium. As George matures, the public's relationship with him will also begin to shift. Until now, he has been a beloved royal child, smiling in photographs, waving from palace balconies, and occasionally stealing the show at public events. But in the coming years, he will increasingly be viewed through the lens of potential, a future monarch in training. Catherine is keenly aware of the pressures that this attention can bring. Her strategy, sources suggest, is to gradually introduce George to public duties while fiercely guarding his personal development. She knows that the eyes of the world are watching, but she also believes in the power of quiet moments, a family dinner, a bedtime story, a walk through Windsor's wildflower fields, to shape the man he will become. This year's birthday, then, is not simply about cake and candles. It's about transition, trust, and the loving scaffolding that Catherine has built around her son as he prepares to take his next steps. Whether it's choosing the perfect photograph for the public to see, or explaining why he'll need to board a different flight than his father, every detail has been thoughtfully considered. In George's smile, perhaps captured once again by his mother's lens, we may not see the full weight of what lies ahead, but we will see the love that surrounds him, the intention that guides him, and the mother who is quietly shaping history by shaping a child. With Eton on the horizon, new protocols in place, and a future as the 28th Prince of Wales gradually taking shape, Prince George's 12th birthday is more than a personal milestone. It is a symbol of continuity and change, of monarchy modernized by maternal care. And as Catherine stands quietly behind the scenes, with her camera, her conviction, and her boundless love, she reminds us that the making of a king begins not in palace halls or parliamentary papers, but in the small, steadfast acts of a devoted mother. In the years to come, historians may chronicle the reign of George VII, but long before he ascends a throne, he will carry with him the lessons of these formative years and the unwavering presence of a mother who planned, protected, and prepared him for everything to come. Happy 12th birthday, Prince George.